depth in their personalities and talents. My friend, my dear friend right here, we've been friends since we were teenagers. We met when we were about 19 years old at Studio Instrument Rentals in Hollywood. He was playing with Stevie Wonder and I was playing with Boz Scaggs. And we met in the hallways. And it was like, we were like knowing each other forever from different lifetimes or whatever, you know. I consider her one of my dearest, but he's one of the most talented cats ever. And, geez, where do you want to go with this, man, you know? What do we usually do here, you know? When we met, we started doing sessions, you know, and then we started to play on lots of sessions together. I mean, hundreds of records over the years. Including all that Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson stuff, yeah. This guy is one of the greatest talents we found. I can't remember. We got into a bind at the end of the tour before we put this one together. We needed somebody real fast to make him a little replacement thing. And I called my friend Bumblefoot, the legendary guitar player, and I said, Ron, man, you don't have the impossible ask here. I need an incredible keyboard player and a guy that can sing really high and can learn the show in one day. And he did that. And it was amazing. When he came into rehearsal this first time, he knew the shit better than I did. So this is one of the great up-and-coming talents. Try to hang on to him for as long as we can before he becomes a global superstar. And I'm going, Dennis, it's me, Luke. And he tells his driver, drive on. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Dennis Adler! Standing behind me, the Swiss Army knife of rock and roll. There's nothing this guy can't play, sing. He's a master musician. He looks like he's not doing a lot. Sometimes he's doing everything. This guy, I can't leave at home without him. We've been together since the 80s when he was with us. We play in Ringo Starr's band together. His credit list is endless. We call him Mr. Fabulous, but please welcome Warren Ham! This guy. This is truly my oldest friend on planet Earth. Matter of fact, we knew each other before we came to planet Earth. We were fetuses together. You don't get that. You know what that means? Our mothers were pregnant at the same time, on the same block, on the same street, in the same 3-month period. And we've known each other since we were in nappies together. And we played in our first bands together in grammar school and junior high, and then he was in our band Still Life in high school, which turned into Toto, and he made a left turn and went off to be a session guy and played with so many legends, Tom Petty, Mick Jagger, to name a few. Plus, he was in Huey Lewis and the News for 30 years, but since he was kind of chilling, I was able to get my sticky brother back right here. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only John Pierce. Drums, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a pocket, chops, groove, and one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. Always has a cookie for me on the bus. I'm not going to tell you what he makes me do to get the cookie, but that's a whole other story. Oh, there are 4 people to get my jokes. No, and all joking aside, we're so honored to have him back. He was with us, and he went off to produce records and do some stuff, and then I begged him to come back, and he said, yeah, he would, man. It's feeling great. One of the most recorded drummers in the world, hailing from the south side of the United States, but he's one of us for sure. I mean, he's played with everybody from Donald Fagen to Taylor Swift. His audition was a little rough, but we can't get into all that. Ladies and gentlemen, kicking ass for you, laying it down old school. The one and only Sherry Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, Sue. Where's my peanut butter sandwich? I'm having fun, I'm sorry, please allow me. We actually like each other instead of most bands just go, what the fuck are you looking at? Another one of my childhood friends, and one of the most talented cats I know. We've held each other up through some of the hardest times and enjoyed some of the greatest times as well. His talents are insane. I mean, not only is it incredible, how great is he singing tonight, man? This guy's the real deal, man. But on top of that, he was a film composer, television composer, songwriter, solo artist, engineer, producer, member of the Love Supreme, banned from Sesame Street for life. But there's one thing you don't know about him. He was a young session singer too when we were all young kids, and he was the voice in this movie and on this soundtrack, and you can Google it if you think I'm lying. This is a long time ago. You've heard this growing up, maybe your kids too, so that's my only giveaway right now. Joe, show them what you got.
It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's all problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
And he made $500,000 for that.
No. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to introduce you to this man. Science has confirmed that he has 87% alien DNA. Alien extraterrestre. But you gotta love him. You gotta give it to him. I love him. He's my brother in this whole ordeal, and I love him. And I want you to give it up. He's playing his guitar so sweetly for you, singing so beautifully for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Steve Lukather!
It's like I'm on a Lola Falana show. Are you